Hey friends, welcome to the January series of Spirit Message readings for 2020. Happy New Year! Oh, I hope you guys had a great New Year. Thank you guys for being patient as I got these readings out to you. At the beginning of the year I got crazy sick and literally had no voice. So finally I can speak again. So here we are. This video is really going to be about spirit messages and communication from your guides for the month of January. I am pulling an oracle card for this amazing lunar eclipse that's happening in Cancer on July 10th. Yes, July 10th. Which is going to bring a great reset and a good kind of shift and change, especially to your emotional space. So we'll see what's going on for you there. Of course, we're going to do a tarot spread to get your main messages, and then I'm also going to pull a chakra oracle to see where we may have some blocks or what's going to be serving as our power center for this month. As always, sending you guys love. I hope you guys enjoyed your New Year's, and I'm excited to get this reading out to you. As always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to our little family, and join us here. Without further ado, let's get into your reading. Alright, we'll see you there. Hey Pisces! Welcome to your January Spirit Message reading. This is going to be for all Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let us get into it. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to pull a moon oracle to see what is going on for you with this lunar eclipse coming up on the 10th. Alright, Pisces lunar eclipse on the 10th. What shifts, what changes are coming in? Happy New Year as well, Pisces. Woo! Got a whole bunch here. Alright, we're taking them all. Whoa! Yes! Alright. I'm too excited. So you guys look at the bigger picture. Full moon in, sorry, now I forgot, Sag? Yeah, full moon in Sagittarius. So taking a look at the big picture. We have a new moon. Yes, new beginnings. First quarter moon, your commitments are being tested. Definitely something to be aware of. So we're getting a broader perspective, a new beginning, and then also commitments. These two feel very strongly linked. It's almost like the universe is here giving you the opportunity. Be like, this is what you really want? This is what you want? You sure? You said you wanted this. You said you wanted this. And then you look at that. New moon in Aries. I'm going to put that right on top of you. It's time to take action. So yes, definitely an opportunity is coming. One that is going to be very aligned, but it's going to test your will. It's going to, like, if this is what you want, this is what it's going to take. Confirmation of that, you're very close to achieving your goal with the gibbous moon. And then what is this, waxing moon? And then waxing moon, your energy is getting, sorry, what? Your energy is gaining momentum, not getting momentum, gaining. So literally, look, you're so close. Things are picking up, things are getting faster. This is the time to act. I love it. So whatever you've been manifesting, whatever you've been dreaming of, whatever you've been trying to make happen, coming very soon. This eclipse, I feel like, is going to be the kickstart. This is the catalyst. Your opportunity is coming. Spirit now is saying, hey, I'm going to need you to jump on this. All right? So when this comes, because it's going to come, I'm going to hit you with it. I need you to catch it. And then whatever it says you need to do, you need to do it. So this is like, you've already talked the talk. Your moment to walk the walk is coming. So buckle up, Buttercup. You're in for a ride. I don't know why that just popped into my head. So we'll see. I'll hold on to that for a little bit. We'll see what comes up in the tarot. Oh, and then while I shuffle, thank you guys for being patient. I just got this crazy bug at the beginning of the year, and I had no voice, which is why I'm not filming these until already into the month. So thank you for your patience. I literally did not have a voice to record, so it would have been a lot of miming and pointing, and you would have just been like, what in the world is going on here? Nope. Yeah. Love it. Love. Okay, and exactly what I was giggling about. Alright, so you have the Page of Water, which is the Page of Cups, if we'll focus. Thank you! Page of Water, Page of Cups. Gone in there. And then you also have the High Priestess. So 2 cards incredibly linked to your intuition. You know, and Pisces, you're already a water sign, you're already incredibly intuitive. You're also one of, if not the most spiritual sign in the deck, or in the zodiac, in my opinion. With these 2 cards coming out, definitely trust your instincts, trust your intuition. You might have to exercise a little bit of patience as we wait for this opportunity to come, which can be kind of anxious. I was going to say it can be like anxious inducing. I'm sure there's a better word for that. But it can be a little frustrating, you know, and as a fellow water sign, I get it. Sometimes we feel things coming before they're actually there, so we're kind of like, I know it's coming, I know it, where is it? I want to do this thing already, but I can't. It's like we know it's coming, we're ready for it, but you know, physically it's taken a little longer than we would like. I feel like that's going to be happening to you, or actually I feel like it has been happening to you. Let me edit that. I feel like it has been happening to you. You've already been feeling this change. You've already been like, okay, I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready for next. I'm so ready to like get this job, meet this person. And I say meet this person because Page of Water could be someone coming back. Could be a new relationship, or at least a new phase in a relationship. You know, but you're like, I've been so ready for this moment. And it's almost like you've been kind of bouncing back and forth between realms. You know, like coming back from like the, you know, here we are on Earth, and then you bump up to some spiritual realm, and you know, it's kind of like, I'm over here because I can feel it. I'm in this spiritual world because I feel something coming. I know you're trying to tell me something, and then we bounce back to Earth where we're grounded and rooted and all of that thing, and our reality exists somewhere in between all of that, right? Or at least especially yours does. You know, so for a lot of you, yes, we're exercising patience, you know, but I want to say some of that, you know, it's going to be a balancing act. You're going to be trying to straddle that equilibrium. Like that's where you're going to feel the most sane this month. It's also, honestly, it's also where excuse me. I felt that sucker coming. But you're kind of straddling that line. But when you can stay right in that center, like right smack dab in reality, in the now and in the present and in the here, you know, that honestly is where you need to be. And I think because Pisces, I feel like you're ping-ponging back and forth between like the earthly stuff and then the spiritual stuff, and you're kind of going like this, you know, when really we need you sitting right here. Oh, it's so funny that ends up pointing at the High Priestess, right? But, you know, you need to be here, right? Because this is the only place you can really affect any change, any difference, any growth, right? You know, but I feel like we're doing this ping-pongy move. So for you guys, the big goal this month is going to be staying steady and maintaining stability. And I say that because I think for some of you, there may be this real, and I think it's going to be intense, but I think there's going to be this intense desire to escape reality, which literally is going to take you out of exactly where you need to be. I feel like you're going to rather either, you know, distract yourself or keep yourself busy and disoriented, just dealing with the mundane, day-to-day, you know, minutia stuff, or you just want to be fully in spirit and dreamy and you know, fantasizing about the end goal and the desire and the dream and what it looks like, when you need to be right in the middle. You need to be right in reality. And you're going to have this pull to go one way or the other to escape it all. Because honestly, this is probably going to be hard, sitting in the middle of that tug of war. You have these two polarities kind of pulling on you. And your big goal is to stay steady and hold stasis in the middle of it. That is going to be rough. I'm not going to lie to you and say it's not. But honestly, that's where you need to be. That's where you're going to affect the most change and affect the most growth. That's why your commitment's being tested. Like, this is what you want. Now is the time to put in the work. So I hope you're ready to work. Because you're going to, Pisces. And honestly, and I say that like I'm being all mean and being like, oh my god, it's going to get so hard. But this is great stuff. This is good work. This is work that's getting you your dreams, your desires, your goals. This is the work you want to be doing. Because honestly, if you were to be successful, I'm going to grab that baby. You know, if you want to be successful, right? I mean, there's lots of work to do on either side, but I want you here. But there's lots of work to do on either side of this. But this work is just silly work. This work isn't getting you closer. You're just tasking here. This is the work that's going to move you forward. Okay? So we're at the Four of Air. We just talked about how hard it's going to be. So Four of Air, rest, recovery. You know, sometimes this card can speak to isolation. Could be a thing, getting yourself out of a tough situation, getting yourself out of surroundings, you know, that maybe are rough. I think, to me, this is a lot about meditation. Because again, you're bouncing back and forth. So it's not a bad thing to meditate and connect here for a little bit, get your reset, get your clarity, but come back. Don't stay here, come back. But this Four of Air, I think, is popping up as a way just to say, hey, when it gets crazy, when it gets all nutsos, it's totally okay to pull away. It's fine to pull back. You will need to. Oh, look at that. This is the card that jumped to the floor. Just look at that. The Lovers. I talked about someone's coming in. So for some of you Pisces, this could speak to a relationship on the horizon. That if that's what you've been manifesting, you know, this person's coming in. Definitely something that feels a lot more intimate. And I say intimate, well, yes, if it's a relationship, definitely it's going to be intimate. But when I say intimate, this is something that's very close to you. This is something that's very near and dear to you, whether this is a person or, you know, just the manifestation of a dream, a desire. It could be work, could be family, it could be anything. But whatever this is, it's something very close to you. And I think that's why it's such a big thing, right? And then look at the bigger picture. Yes, the work now may be hard. Yes, you may be riding the struggle bus for a minute. But look at the big picture. If this is the big picture, and you just got to put up with a couple weeks of whatever this little struggle bus is, isn't that worth it? Whoa! I'm really liking this Queen of Air. Okay, I'm just taking the ones that came face up. That was way too many. Alright, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Got Lovers. Okay, so, I don't know if you guys saw that earlier, but Queen of Air came out. So discernment, independence. To me, this is really about owning your identity in this reading. Owning your identity, especially for those of you who have been trying to manifest romance. If this is a relationship you've been trying to work on, or if this is someone coming back into a relationship. This Queen of Air, very independent, very strong. You know, I almost want to say very objective as well. And with this lunar eclipse, the emotions are getting blocked out, right, with the moon. So this is a very objective eye the Queen of Air is trying to give you. And that, honestly, is what I want you to do. Again, I want you grounded in reality, not in the fantasy. So to me, this is really showing up as energy I want you to adopt, just because that's what's going to help you make the right decision. Because then what? You become the magician. You are the one in power. You are the one calling the shots, right? Because you're ready for this. And again, you have everything you need. The opportunity's been given to you. You've been working on it. You've got the tools you need, the resources. You have the understanding, right, from the High Priestess. She's telling you what you need to know. All of this is working in your favor so that when this moment comes, you act accordingly and you do what is right. Okay? And this last card that popped up, 10 of Fire. So yes, this is speaking to stress. This is speaking to burden, about all this work that needs to be done. Things being out of balance, you know, because you're carrying this heavy load. This is a great moment. And I almost want to say with this card, this is going to be a moment to lean on your spiritual team. You know, and I don't always say this, right? But especially for you guys, Pisces, being such a spiritual sign, I do think this is about you leaning on your spiritual team. We already had that kind of nod for meditation, right? With this Four of Air, with the Four Swords here. So I think with this 10 of Wands, yes, things are going to be heavy. And honestly, they should be heavy. I feel like you've got a lot of work to do, a big decision to make for sure. So it may feel a little taxing. You know, to me, this 10 of Fire is just kind of speaking to when things get heavy, turn to your spiritual team for help. Now, can they do the heavy lifting? No, but that's because it's your job. No one can do the heavy lifting. You know, this can also just be support from your friends, your team here on Earth that are here to help you. Family. So your support circle going to be very close. I would also say also be very wise of who that includes. Now, I say that just as a general caution. I don't see anything here that there's like someone trying to get over you or anything like that. But, you know, because you're really going to need that support. You are. It's going to be an interesting month, and there's going to be a lot of work for you to do. So you want to make sure when you have the downtime or when you're going into a space of vulnerability that you're around people who recognize that, who will consider that, who will take care of you in that moment. Okay? So when you like, you know, if you reach a point where like, oh my God, I just need a girls' night, make sure you're having it with the right girls. You know, don't do it with the people who you know, oh God, it's so draining when I hang out with this person, or when I hang out with this person, all they want to do is talk about themselves, you know, and I really need some time to talk about me and get things off of my chest, that kind of stuff. So be super aware of stuff like that this month, okay? And look at what card you got. Meditation. Meditation. I mean, come on. I love it. So meditation, we already know what that's talking about. But yes, spiritually might be a little heavy month. You're going to be doing a lot of spiritual heavy lifting. When you start getting tired, meditation. And honestly, to me, that's one of, now meditation itself isn't easy, but it's one of the easiest tools I think you can use. You know, you can just go outside and sit on the beach, sit under a tree for a couple minutes. You know, first thing when you wake up out of bed, take a moment to do some breathing exercises. There's tons of guided meditations on YouTube. You can just, you know, look a couple up and just play one. They can go anywhere from like 15 minutes to an hour, depending what you need or you know, how long. Now, meditation itself, some of us, it's hard to focus, and that can be a little taxing. Just do a short one, do a quick one. Or like I said, really anything can be meditation in a way, as long as the intention is there. You know, when you wake up, do 3 deep breaths. Think of an intention for the day. Clear your head of all the drama and stress from yesterday. Right? It's just a moment to reconnect to spirit. That's going to be like your recharge, your battery reset, right? That's going to be your little boost. All right, my lovelies, I'm going to wrap up the reading there. As always, sending you my love, sending you light, wishing you all the best. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, like the channel, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in your next video. Take care, Pisces.